Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today we're going to be talking about stitchery and yet another floss tube. I'm going to start with a project I've never shared before on here. I have talked about it in other videos, and I went ahead and decided to show it now because otherwise I am storing it for next year. So it's a little acorn pillow. This was stitched on linen. This was a free pattern that was handed out back in the 90s. It is in one of my videos further back, so you can look through my video list if you're interested in making this. This won a second place ribbon at the DuQuoin State Fair in 2000. It won a second place ribbon at the National Crossstitch Show in Lebanon, Illinois in 1999. And it won a second place ribbon at the Carmi-White County Fair in 2002. So back in the 90s, I was really into cross-stitching hot and heavy, and I entered an Amish show, which was the one that was in Lebanon. And I am telling you, you want to talk about stress. Those people get a magnifying glass out. They go through every row to make sure every stitch is going the same direction. It is intense. But anyway, I've always loved this. The lady that gave me the free pattern had a cross-stitch shop at the time called Friends and Cross-Stitch, and she finished this for me and put it in a little pillow because back then I would not have known how to finish it. So that is my finished product, or project, however you want to say it. I have been diligently working on the linen stamped cross-stitch, which I said I wouldn't show you again, but I'm super happy about it. It's really coming along. It's huge. And I do have a funny story. So if you notice the little bushes here in the village, I was just stitching along and wasn't paying any attention, and all of a sudden I have a burning bush next to my red barn. I just kept stitching and stitching, and I stitched a red bush, which didn't belong there. So I have since cut it out and picked it all out, and then I started over, and the bush is now green again. I'm getting close on this. I will have it done by Christmas, and I'm hoping that Hobby Lobby can frame it for me and so I can hang it up for the holidays. All right, so that's a work in progress. The Acorn Pillow was a finish, a start. I bought this little kit, which I thought was interesting. I bought it off of eBay. I think the colors on that bird are just beautiful, rich fall colors. And it says Dorothy's Bird. This was named after Dora Wadsworth, as in Henry Wadsworth, William Wadsworth, okay? 1804 to 1847. She was the only surviving daughter whose babyhood inspired by her doting father, William Wordsworth, to write in honor upon her reaching 1 month old his poignant address to my infant daughter. Throughout her short life, her father was devoted to Dora as she was to him. This close and companionable relationship continued to grow between them throughout his daughter's life. Her Aunt Dorothy described Dora as being at times very beautiful. Sadly, Dora died at the age of just 43. Okay, they found this in her items when she passed away. She had started stitching this bird. Now, I don't want to stitch her name and the year on here because I don't think that's really necessary, but I do like the bird itself. It came with this is how much I have finished. It came with the floss. Very nice, nicely carded. And let's see, I'm not sure. This is 18 count fabric. So it'll probably take me a little bit. This is how much I have done. But I'm chipping away at the stone. I think I have that upside down this way. Yes, I had it upside down. So that's what I have finished of this particular project. It's a nice diversion. And it's nice to switch up from linen to Ada. All right, purchases. I have purchased several items recently because I want to make sure that I have enough to do over the winter, which is a joke because we all know that I have a ridiculous amount of things probably. I bought this beautiful little pattern off of eBay, and I like this saying. This is by Just Nan. It's called Flowering Crown, and the saying is, the queen's needle never sleeps. And I just think that's so beautiful. My bedroom is lavender. And so I intend to get this stitched and framed and put it in my bedroom. It's very small. It's 47 stitches high by 79 wide. It's on 32 count linen, and it did come with the sweet little beads. I did think it was kind of expensive. It was $19 just for this little kit. All right, next, I also purchased a Christmas kit, which I really, really wanted it when I bought it, and then now I haven't felt it since then. But it is called Ginger Joy, also by Just Nan. And I think this is just precious. It came with linen. I haven't decided if I'm going to stitch it on linen or if I'm going to stitch it on possibly Aida. But the other thing I thought about doing, wouldn't this look precious in the center of this pattern here? Look how that goes together. I think that would be darling. And so this was also a kit purchased on eBay. The fabric that it came with is casual linen in Sage Country Mocha. Sage Country Mocha. All the threads are in here. All the floss is in here. And it's not that big of a design, but you know, when you start to get a little bitty linen, you know, it becomes grueling sometimes. Let's see, this is 28 count linen, and again, here's the pattern. And I just think that's very beautiful. I'm not sure when I'll get to it because right now the urge has not hit me. Okay, plans. I have an idea. So I don't have a lot of cross-stitch designs for Halloween, unlike all the other Flosstube people on YouTube. I'm just getting started with that. I had this beautiful vintage fabric, and I'm not sure what count it is because the tag is not on it. It's either 14 or 18. And anyway, I went on eBay and I bought these glorious cross-stitch magazines. Just Crossstitch 2012, 2011, 2010, and this one is 2022. Look at all these cute little ornament patterns. So here's my thought. I'm thinking about buying a black Christmas tree and making cute little ornaments like these and finishing them out and hanging them on the tree for Halloween. I have room for something tiny like that. You know, when you're in a small home like mine, you have to be very thoughtful about what you buy and where you're going to put it. But these designs in here are just too cute for words. And since I've got all kinds of linen and fabric, I just thought I would have a good time doing this. Look at this little hat. Isn't that just the sweetest? So that is my plan for next year. Okay, so anyhow, I really enjoy looking at these. The patterns are just absolutely wonderful. And these patterns are fairly cheap, but I mean, I don't know how many, if it says how many, 48 here, 17, 15, and 30 ornaments in this one. So there's more than enough to pick from. And whoever the seller was that I purchased these magazines from, they were very thoughtful, and they shipped them to me in this orange folder, which I like because now I can put them all together and keep all my Halloween cross-stitch designs in this folder. So I would like to get to that and maybe do, I don't know, maybe one a month if it can maintain my interest. That's always the problem. Haul. My latest haul is this big, huge bag of number 8 balls of DMC cotton. And I am using those to stitch the Snowman. And this is as far as I've gotten on this. And this was one of my last videos. This is a pattern by Crab Apple Hill. and it's an embroidered Christmas pillow, or you could make a wall hanging out of it. You could, whatever you want to do. You can make a placemat, whatever you want to make out of it. So I have a lot of work to do on him, but this was a heck of a deal because last time I was in a quilting shop, these little balls of thread were running $8 each, and I got all of them for $2 at a thrift store. So these are the kind of things that I look out for. So I'm new to this Flosstube situation on YouTube, but I'm not new to stitching. I've been stitching since 1990, probably around 93, the year my daughter was born. And right now I'm upset with myself because I have projects started that are in the house somewhere, and I don't know where I've put them. So I'm going to make it my mission to get those out so that you can see other things that I've made, because as I've mentioned in my other videos, most of my projects that I had framed, I gave to my sister-in-law years ago, because at that time, cross-stitch kind of fell by the wayside and I wasn't into it anymore and my style changed. And so I didn't keep everything, even things I had won ribbons on, I let her have. And so the few items that I finished, I have shown on my YouTube, which was a large sampler, a hardanger piece, and then I've got several other pieces going. So for today, I hope you enjoyed my finished project, my start, my work in progress, my purchases, and my plans for the ornament Halloween tree in the future. Please like my channel, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Come back for more.